All right, so yo, what up, my guy?
Not much, my guy. What's good?
Yeah, like I was saying before, I got a new microphone and a pop filter. So I did one without this black thing, and
Mhm.
every time I heard myself, if I said the word bat, it would just be like at.
Really?
So this
I
helps.
don't like what is it supposed to do? Like I see a lot of people with it. I just don't get it. Like is there electronics in there? Is it just
No, it's literally like a two-layer piece of mesh.
hmm
So I think what it does is, I guess when you make the B and the P sounds,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
probably expel whatever, and um, yeah, I don't know what it does, but it removes that like saturation in the audio volume.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah,
here,
okay.
if I take it out, so if I say like the bat and the pat went to the
Mm,
back
yeah,
with
yeah,
that
okay, I
pattern,
see.
but now,
Interesting.
yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah,
I
man,
see your setup's just getting fancier and fancier over time. I like
yeah,
it.
I got a ring light,
Oh,
got the mic, got the filter. That's my original artwork. It's like a pirate
oh.
from grade 5, I think.
That's pretty good for grade five. I was about to ask, did you paint that like yesterday?
It's laminated, so it stayed that long.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a while since we did the last one, so I think maybe half a year almost.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of rough to be honest.
What?
It's been a wild year.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, we did the three different challenges since then.
Yeah, yeah. And they've all
So
been terrible.
yeah, I know your girlfriend is just the worst person ever.
Yeah, for sure.
She she just like
Just
I'm glad that
dominates.
the only reason I won our push-up challenge is because you gave up, so she didn't have to embarrass you more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just, ah, it's just so hard, especially when you're like, towards the end, you're just going so ham, right?
Yeah,
And it's like doing that back to back to back to back. It's just like,
yeah.
oof, yeah.
How are the shoulders? Did you recover from the push-ups?
Yeah, like after like a week of doing nothing,
Yeah.
I'm all good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It was tough at the time, but I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah, and like I think the planking one was probably like the most. I don't know that I had the fewest days where I was just like crazy sore.
Yeah, it's
Um,
interesting because like you use the whole body for the plank, so it
you know,
activates your, your stabilizing parts of the body that you would never even work out.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's not too bad. What are you thinking for the next one?
Let's see. Well, I'm doing a challenge for myself this month.
Yeah,
So this month it's pretty simple. I'm doing a daily 30-minute workout, which doesn't include walking, it doesn't include running, and something else. No cycling or anything. So it's got to be like anything from push-ups, planks,
mm,
squats, sit-ups, twists, whatever. I just have to do it for 30 days. And
got it.
yeah.
30 minutes a
So
day.
yeah, at least 30 minutes.
Okay, not
So the
bad.
next one, I don't know. I
What
was
like what's
thinking
the
wall
goal? Do you have
sits.
like are you trying to like put on like muscle weight or something?
Uh, no, I think I just feel unbalanced. So
Mm,
like just recently in the past couple of days, I'm noticing my back feels a lot better and that my lower back on the left and right side are like they have different, like one side's really stiff. So like when I do squats,
Mhm.
I can go down all the way, but it'll usually mean something hurts a lot the next day. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
experimenting with trying like really shallow squats and then seeing how I feel the next day. So in short, I just want to get to like a good posture and comfortable way to sit and move.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I recently started for this month. I don't know, I thought I would do some jump rope because I need more cardio in my life right now.
Okay. How's that going?
Pretty good. I did it for like 30 minutes. I think it was 2 days ago.
Jeez.
And I found out an app for my watch that'll like count the number of times you skip. So like I'll track that and see how it goes.
Man, that's crazy because I can't even do 5 minutes of jump rope, basically.
Well, like it wasn't 30 minutes continuous for sure.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, 5 minutes, dive for like a minute, go back, dive for another minute. You know,
You
I'm
do,
very out of shape. I'm definitely not out here skipping rope for 30 minutes.
yeah, do we need to pause for a sec? Like, I see
Hmm?
someone's trying to get your attention.
No, I think he's just ordering pizza and he's letting me know.
Okay. Um, yeah, but that's good. Like, just my shins and my calf and basically the back of my legs are so stiff. If I do jump rope for like 2 minutes, it hurts.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
So how are you finding it? Is it helping?
Well, like so far it's fine. It was pretty intense, but it's mostly just like a weight loss goal. So I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier, do some more aerobic exercises. We'll see
Okay.
how it goes. Because
So what's
I
the
look like I was weighing myself like a couple times this month, and the trend line is not good. It's straight up just a straight line going up. I'm like, oh, well, it's not good. It's not like going up and down like how you usually. It's just like
yeah. What's the how much do you want to lose this month?
I don't really have a number. It's just whenever if I look at the scale and I don't get sad, then that's a good number.
I think that's a good
I'll
metric.
I'll know when I see it, type thing. But I don't know. No real like uh concrete goal. Just like just try
Yeah.
to be a little healthier.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you want that trend line to be going down and definitely not going up.
Yeah, yeah. Unless I'm like aggro building muscle, which I sure am not.
What is aggro building?
Like one of like the good strats for like really building up muscle is like for a while just put on a lot of fat, or not, like
Mm.
just like put on some fat so your body can like convert that and like use that up. Because like I think like when you're getting like real into like working out or like muscle building, bodybuilding, like consuming enough calories becomes problematic.
Yeah, me and my friends, we used to have a joke. We used to work out in high school, and
Mhm.
we always used to say, "Man, you should start dirty bulking. Just like go get just eat like 10 burgers and then just work out."
Uh, yeah. Like I don't know when like I used to work out a lot, like I just meet some like wild people in the gym where like after like legit going ham for like a couple days, I'd like go and be like, all right, I'm gonna go eat a birthday cake. I'm like, are you for
Jeez,
reals right now, my guy? Like, what?
holy.
And then like they were truly under the impression I was like, whatever, calories are calories. I just to get my numbers up. I'm like, all right, then live your
Yeah.
life.
Man, a few years ago, I saw this documentary about the strongman
Mm-hmm.
competition, and it was about four guys, One of them was Eddie Hall, who at the time got the world deadlift record. I think it was over 1,000 pounds or kilograms. I'm gonna say over 1,000 pounds, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. And man, they these guys are eating literally all the time. But and then there was a bit of the documentary where they talk like they're talking about going to the bathroom, and they're just like, I'm paraphrasing, but they were like, man, it's a mess. Like every day is
Oh,
terrible, or it was gross.
hmm. That's like those are some details I didn't want to know about.
Just you when you see that guy at the gym who's eating that birthday cake,
Right.
just know that he's just having a terrible time shitting.
Yeah, it's that's weird.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so in this next part of our conversation, Amir and I talked about stock market stuff. So, we're not advising any investments. Uh, your any decisions you make based on our conversation is up to you. We're not responsible. Just wanted to make that clear. I mean, obviously, this is not an investment podcast, so it should be clear. But just to be explicitly clear, we're not advising neither Amir nor me. And yeah, it's your call if you make any decisions based on our conversation. But again, it is not investment advice. Yeah, well,
You and did you like keep up with any of the completely separate topic? Have you been keeping up with any of like the GME stuff? Did you get into any of the hype?
what is GME?
GameStop? Like, how the stock went
Oh,
like bananas for like a while?
yeah, I heard about it. I mean, I do invest in the stock market, but right now it's just I'm just playing that dividend game. Just buy and hold on, get those dividends. So
Do
no, I
you
didn't get into it.
do you like strictly invest in things that are like higher dividends versus like more like gains or like whatever on like the stock value?
Um, I mean, I haven't really done anything recently because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
working, so I don't want to put in money that
I see.
I might need when things go bad.
Yeah,
But when I was investing, I didn't really have a strategy. It's kind of just learning on the fly. Uh,
just
yeah, I
like
would just
seeing what works
research.
pretty much.
Yeah, I would just research like who gives high dividends, and then
I
I'd
see.
ask my buddy who like studies it, and he also does some investing. So just get his opinion and then buy, or and then just hold on.
That's fair.
Yeah. Are you
That's
in
fair.
the stock market?
A little bit, and like I do so much of my trading based off Wall Street bets, and it's amazing. It's just hilarious, and I just love that subreddit.
Oh, is that where the GameStop thing started?
Yeah, that was like I don't know what popularized it potentially,
Oh, okay.
and it's pretty funny. Because like you'll I don't know. Like I fully understand like it's like bad investing advice because like you'll see people like be like, yep, I'm going all in on this one stock and like just
Yeah.
making crazy bets like that, which I would never do. I'm like, but every now and then I'm like, all right, I'll put a little bit of money in this. I'll put a little bit of money in this like thing that people are talking about. Works out pretty well for the like 60% of the time.
Yeah. Interesting. So I take it then you're at a net positive at this point.
As a whole, yeah, but not on GameStop.
Oh, you tried to get in on GameStop too?
Not tried. I did get it.
Bad timing?
It was okay timing. I just didn't sell.
Oh no.
And then it's been crashing for a while. And now I'm just like, whatever. This is done.
Oh yeah. Man. That sucks, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, but it's
Well,
all good.
yeah, it's good you didn't go all in on one thing because
Yeah,
that's how
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
I'd be crying right now if that was the case. But
yeah,
now I'm just crying over potential gains that I could have had instead.
I guess that's better.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Well, how's your low risk investment game like GICs or TFSAs, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so my low risk stuff I'll put into like ETF. So
Oh
like
yeah.
I'll do my biggest one is QQQC, which holds like the big American tech companies. But it's a Canadian traded stock, so I don't have to pay conversion on it. So
Okay.
it's like an ETF that holds like Google, Facebook, um, Apple, I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it just holds a bunch of big tech companies, and that's my safe play.
Oh yeah.
Um, and then like I have like a separate thing for just like stupid things I want to do, and in there I hold like AMD, Tesla, but
Oh yeah.
AMD is actually just that. I say that as if AMD is a risky one, but AMD is actually like pretty safe one. Like it's a
Oh,
very
okay.
old company. It's pretty stable. Tesla's pretty risky, and like that's also where I bet on GME.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Are you doing it yourself or you have like a trader?
No, I just do it myself.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Um, just like I'll do some research every now and then like with any of like the risky stuff, I'll only put in like as they say, like I'm confident like if I lose all this, like I won't be that sad. So like I'll
Oh
put in
yeah.
like a small amount into that riskier stuff.
But like what are
So it's
you like what metrics are you looking for when you research potential investments?
so the one that I did like the most research on, for example, would be AMD.
Yeah.
And like I invested in them like a little bit after their new architecture came out, and like it was truly like after some of the reviews came in for it, after like some people had actually tested it, and like some numbers came out and to show like this is legit a lot better than what Intel's got, or not
Oh,
even a lot better, but it's like orders of magnitude than what AMD used to have, because AMD
mhm.
used to always be playing catch up.
Oh, okay.
And now they're like out here, at least with their first series, like pretty much catching up to Intel. And they're like, oh, we're coming out with like the next version in a year and a half. And they did. And that was even better than what Intel's got. And the reason why that felt like a very safe investment is because like you're building CPUs, right? There's no quick turnaround time. Like Intel can't be like, oh, no worries, let me just bust out this new CPU architecture real quick. Like that's like years of design research. You got to set up like
Right.
fabrication facilities, right? So I'm like, all right, they're up now. Intel can't catch up for like another year and a half. So
Yeah.
like that one just feels very safe. um the other one was like Tesla, which initially I was like, whatever, everyone's talking about it, let me get in on it. But like the more time I'm in here, like the more time I spent like being invested, like the more research I do, and like that one, I feel like I'm a Tesla fanboy at this point. I like
Yeah.
I've like drank the juice. Like I'm so sold on Tesla. Um, from a like everything they do feels so ambitious, right?
Right.
Um, like their energy like market seems like that's a huge market to be in. So like that one, like huge potential there.
Mhm.
The car market pretty big, so that's pretty big thing to be in. But like the bigger part of that would be the self-driving car aspect of it, right? So
Right.
that
Yeah.
they seem like the furthest along, and like at least at this point definitely have the most road hours on like out there, most like
Yep.
kilometer driven. So they seem like a good candidate that would be able to do it first, compared to other people. But like they're in so many, like usually I'd be more concerned like, oh, this company's trying to do everything, but they're doing everything and they seem to be executing pretty well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they used to be really bad at, like, Elon used to be really bad at just giving wildly ambitious numbers out there, which he's like tamed down quite a bit. But like, you know, just like looking at it being like, wow, these are like some crazy growth that they're hitting that actually may actually like put out some really good products, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. So that's pretty exciting. I'm big time Elon fanboy now.
Yeah, I mean, the dude smoked a joint or a blunt on the Joe
Yeah,
Rogan podcast.
yeah,
He's like, yeah, I mean, who does that? Obviously he does.
yeah.
Yeah, he's basically Iron Man before he was Iron Man.
Yeah. So that's pretty sweet, and I do like, you know, it is nice to see like people leading companies that are like engineers, right? Both those
Yeah,
companies, they're run by engineers. So like Elon Musk and like Lisa Su from AMD.
man, I think it's great, but I think it's terrible because it just makes me feel terrible. It's like, okay, well, he's a great engineer. He's doing all these things. What am I doing with
Mm-hmm.
my life?
Well, yeah. Um, you know, that like that you could always view things like that, but that's just not. That there'll always be someone like doing better than you, right? Unless you're
Yeah,
Elon
yeah,
Musk, of
yeah.
course.
No, no. I mean, yeah, I'm just joking around, but yeah, it's cool
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see because you can get inspiration and figure out, how can you apply those principles to your own life? How
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like I'm
But like also
yeah,
just very exciting for society. I want to see more companies run by engineers like doing
yeah.
crazy ambitious things. Yeah.
But we were supposed to do that server thing with our challenges. How, like, what
Yeah.
happened to that?
Abby got it ready for me and then I forgot about it.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah.
So we can do it for March.
Yeah. Why not? Just you got to remind me about it. All I gotta do right now is just add you. I also haven't tested it out. She'll probably have to help us out on it.
Okay. Um, yeah. So you want to do wall sits, or is that just an easy win for Abby?
Oh, that's gonna be an easy win for her.
Okay.
I'll have to think about it. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta game the system so I can win.
Hmm. What
Gotta be
can you
like
do really well that she can't?
just being named Amir. For every day that you're named Amir, you get 1 point.
We could do that insult challenge. Just come up with the best insult, one per day.
I don't know, man. It seems like a risky move.
Yeah, I bet she'd be really savage and low key be amazing at insults.
Maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Indoor.
guess we'll have to. So you
I
want to do
do.
indoor, no running?
In a month, do you think it'll be start warming up? I know I'm definitely not gonna go like outside and run anytime soon. It's way too cold for me right now.
How about walking?
Yeah, I can do walking.
I
What?
bet you could walk for days.
Why? What are you thinking? Just
Just
like a
walking.
walking trail? Well, like, you know, if we did that, I would want to pretty much do the same thing as like the old running challenge, right? Where it's just like pure distance. So whether you're
Yeah.
going for like a sprint or a walk, it's just like distance.
Yeah, just distance.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I mean, I would record the time too, just because I want to feel good about how much time I put in. Because
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could record both and then just, see who wins each of the challenge, like the distance and the walking.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Sounds good.
okay. So yeah, we can measure distance. We can measure time. We can also
Mm-hmm.
measure a streak. Like, can you go every day?
Ooh,
Um,
interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
so those are things we can do after the challenge. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I wrote a blog post about or a plank challenge. So I
Hmm.
was looking at what's my median, what's my average, stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds good. Let's aim to do that for next month.
Okie dokes. Yeah. So yeah, add me and we'll go from there.
Strata. You want your Strata again?
Strava?
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, my smartwatch is pretty okay. So sometimes I just log manually.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't have the map, but it'll have the time and the distance because I can use
Yeah, yeah,
my just like regular digital watch.
yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Are you doing any personal projects right now?
No, not really. Um, my brother asked me to build some stuff for him, so I'll probably do that in a bit.
What are you building?
I don't think I can talk about it, or maybe I can. I don't know. Like he wants me to set up a website.
All right. If you're
Business
not
around.
sure, don't say
Yeah,
anything. Don't say anything.
yeah,
I don't want to. I would rather just not cut stuff out.
yeah. I'll get. But yeah, just like set up a website to help him with like the work that he does for like insurance. So he's like a commercial insurance broker. Just
Oh, okay.
helping like automate some of that stuff.
Okay. So like, what kind of is that like databases like SQL and that kind
Yeah,
of stuff?
yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
setting up like the like the backend web server, set up the database, get all
mhm.
that going, and then possibly like set up the front end. The front end I probably won't do because that's just not something I'm good at.
So I use WordPress to have my website, but that's hosted by WordPress.
Hmm.
Uh, I know they have an option where you can just host your own website,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't know where to start. So, like, I'm guessing I would need some kind of server or a computer to act as a server where I want to host everything.
Yeah, so what WordPress is a little bit different where like I believe WordPress is like all in one where it serves
Hmm.
both the front end and the back end for you.
Okay.
But like what's becoming more popular these days is like those are essentially separate projects. So you have your back end that just purely returns raw data,
Hmm.
and then you have your front end that's a separate project typically that will consume that data and display it. Like
Oh, okay.
it's not a huge mental shift or anything like that. It just like makes it easier for separation of concerns and like separating teams as you grow, stuff like
But
that.
what if it's just
But
like a personal website?
yeah, so there's a couple things you can do. So personal websites you typically don't need a database for.
Okay.
So you really just need a front end, right? Like a lot of the stuff is just like hard coded. Like if you're doing a blog post, you just go write up
Yeah.
the new blog and just like
Yeah.
release the new website. And for those, like you can pretty much there's a lot of places where you can host it for free. So like GitHub will host it for free for you. You can use like Google Firebase and like it's essentially free. Like I think we pay like 3 cents a month
Three
right
cents.
now
Okay.
to
Okay.
like host a website because like they charge you on based on volume, right? Um,
Oh,
and like it's not like we're getting millions of hits, so it's like whatever.
okay.
Um, so something like
Yeah.
that's pretty cheap. It becomes a little bit more expensive if you need a backend,
Mhm.
because with those you'll typically need, like have a dedicated server, but nowadays not really a requirement anymore either.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I think I'm probably fine right now. Or how are you doing for time?
I'm probably gonna head out soon because food is here. I'm gonna go get me some pizza.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we can wrap up. Yeah, I think I'm okay for now, just because it's just a blog basically. So
Yeah, yeah,
just learning how to do it. Um, I guess it would be fun to set up or like figure out how to do it with GitHub because a friend of mine is trying to do that himself.
yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
I'm learning I'm learning these days. Just there's so many cool things, but I can't do everything.
yeah, you gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
I like the like limited to a month type thing. I like that concept. where if it's like
What the
something
challenges?
quick, yeah. Like even if it's like for personal stuff, it's like, oh, I want to try to set up a personal blog this month or whatever. You
Right,
give
right, right.
yourself a reasonable time. You have a deadline. So like all the good parts are there to like complete the thing.
Yeah, and then yeah, I've been doing it for a few months, but I'll probably have to just have a month 2 of the Minesweeper challenge because I'm just not doing it unless I make it a
Yeah,
challenge. Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, thanks for doing this. I'm sure hope I don't have to cut anything out, but if I do, I guess I'll cut
We'll
it
find
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, man, it was good talking to you again.
all good, my guy.
Uh,
Later.